I'm Sophie Shalacy here at Sundance 2012 in the THR Video Lounge. We're with Rosemarie DeWitt and Emily Blunt.
And Michael Fassbender.
And Michael Fassbender, not of your sister's sister.
No, but we just thought we could.
We just thought we'd open it like
After
this.
we saw this photo, we thought we would just hang out.
I know. I love that that's the backdrop is naked Michael Fassbender.
You can't
Why not?
lose. So to start off, what is your favorite thing about Sundance?
The cover of Michael Fassbender. Hollywood Reporter.
Doing this interview with a naked Michael Fassbender.
Yes, and trying to focus. No, and seeing our movie with an audience.
Yes.
Is a great.
That's
thrill.
exclusive.
That's the runner-up.
Yeah, it was really cool. You hadn't seen it with an audience.
No.
So last night was the first time, and you're right. It's like another character in the movie, and they're so in it with you, and you can feel. I think that they relate very much to what's happening in the film, and
They tell the story for you. You know, like where
Really
they laugh
cool.
and they give you permission to say, "Wow, this is absurd."
they're a really
and funny.
open audience, not a cynical crowd in
No.
Sundance, which is nice.
No, yeah.
Now, you two play sisters in the film. Can you talk a little bit about I'm sorry. We'll start again here.
It's Michael Fassbender.
Hey, he's distracting.
It's very hard to focus on you.
Very hard. Now, you two play sisters in the film. Can you talk a little bit about building your chemistry and your relationship on screen?
We didn't have that much time because Rosemarie and I met
The day before.
the day before. We were in bed talking about intimate things together. Not in the sexual sense, just in a purely sisterly.
Not that kind of
not that
sister
kind of
movie. I think you sometimes just decide that you're going to go there. Like we just decided in the moment, we'll be friends, we'll be sisters, and we'll make it work. And then you give yourself a lot of room.
We also both have sisters, which really helps.
Yeah.
And, you know, close best friend, close girlfriends. And so we just kind of share those stories with each other. But I think I felt like I had a lot of information on that front, you know, or a lot of stories or stuff to hark back on. So I think that was really nice. I think it would be harder if I didn't have a sister or didn't have some kind of relationship like that. Maybe.
And I think it's also because we improvise pretty much the whole movie. That so much of the movie is sitting, having coffee in the morning and saying, like, well, this is what I do with my girlfriends, or this is what's really tough, or this.
Yeah.
And then we just say, well, let's put that in the scene today.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's room. Or maybe we don't even make it conscious, but it just ends up there.
It just ends up there, yeah.
How much of the film was improvised?
I'd say like 85% of it, yeah.
Really?
There was the occasional, there was maybe a bedroom scene or two. It sounds so sexual when I say that. We just have these nice sister moments where we're like laying in bed. That was scripted, and because we both usually come from scripted films, we would say, this is a nice scene.
And also it would be, Lynn had a sort of script for us, and we could pick a line from it or a speech from it, or you could throw it out the window. It was there if you wanted it. And we did tend to use it sometimes, and at least for the first take, and then you start to let things snowball
it could
a bit.
Be your anger. You could say, okay, we're nervous a little bit, let's do this.
Because you can feel a bit untethered if you're improvising the whole time, you know, it's kind of a bit scary.
Because you worry. Just like flying out there, like improvising.
Duplass was very good and encouraging for us to just jump in.
And say, you guys are doing great, this is what it is. Because we would kind of look and
we were
say,
like, is this
okay?
interesting? And you realize how integral the editing is as well, because I think we made about 7 different movies, and I think Lynn is a real expert, and our editor Ned's brilliant. And I mean, there's so much that didn't make it in, and because it's so intricate, you know, the relationships that we did lots of different takes where we made a different choice for the scene, and so you could have created a completely different dynamic for the movie, you know.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Can you speak a little bit to how Lynn was as a director and your working relationship with her?
She's pretty great. I mean, she's really confident and really relaxed at the same time. So she creates open, and she creates this great container where you feel safe to try anything. And I think having seen her movies before, we knew she had good taste.
Yeah.
So if you really fell on your face, it wasn't going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Which is all you can really ask for as an actor, because then you have a tremendous amount of permission.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
It was great to speak with you. And for more Sundance coverage, keep checking back to thr.com.